Patreon member shout out. I must follow him wherever he may go. There isn't an ocean too deep, a mountain so high it can't keep me away. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. You guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. That was one of the songs I sang to I sang Dan Lee like 3 love songs on our podcast together. He was here for a couple of hours, which was pretty nice. It was very nice of him, giving away 2 hours of his day. He, again, is a nurse practitioner, obviously a YouTuber, husband, father, so he does have a lot of time. I did feel bad towards the end of that, like, oh, I've been taking a lot of time from his day off. But that does bring me to a point that says, like, okay, where I am going with this channel. A couple of people have not been upset. There's like, oh, you know, you're going live, but it's like a podcast. It's not about Earth 2. It's not about Veve or OMI. It's just doing whatever. You know, are you leaving us? Are you? And they get really happy when I do another Veve, OMI, or Earth 2 podcast or updates, you know, going live, and that's great. But just because I am going to branch out and do more podcasts, like Dan that was the 4th podcast I did within the last 2 weeks, doesn't mean that I will move away from this. Like, I'll still do like Pokemon and Earth 2 and Veve OMI updates. I'll probably always do those, but I have noticed this with a couple of other people, like Cavell Anderson for a little while. He didn't make a video for like a week or whatever, and I guess he, even still right to this day, he's waiting on his new computer. I guess he's using his girlfriend's computer now. And I actually mentioned that on the stream, that he had been making less and less videos. He's back to pretty much normal now, about 1 video a day. Not as much as he was doing when he was doing like 4 videos a day, which again, it's taxing. It takes its toll. And again, he'll know that better than most of us, better than me or Dan Lee or Taps Trades, because he has another channel with like 300,000 subscribers. So I think what we can learn, like what Cavell Anderson is doing when he takes breaks, when he doesn't go as hard, that's something that us other YouTubers can learn from him. But even if people step away, like if he does that for a couple weeks, or you see Dan Lee, he's going to go and evolve and go into other types of updates, whether it's other cryptos or gaming, Taps Trades branching out, me as well. Just because you see that doesn't mean they're not still all in on OMI, or they're not still all in on these things. It just means that they want to just grow as a person, and that's what you want to see. You don't want to see one person stay in one place forever. That's not fair to anyone. But eventually, within this next couple months to a year, probably 3 to 6 months, you're going to see a bunch of people starting to take profit, starting to sell, and you're like, hey, they're getting out. Should I sell? Is now time to sell? Should I dump? You know, if he's selling and he's all in, which again, I'm going to do as well. I do have the plan now to try to get 103 million OMI. I'll do a live stream tomorrow, but I will do a live stream tomorrow. I did put in another order for another million today, which will bring me up to 99 million. We'll probably get that tomorrow. How I'm going to get that other, 5 or 4 or 5 million is just selling Bitcoin, just doing that. I'm hoping it goes up a little bit, but if it doesn't, that's no big deal. And what I'm going to do with that, let's say I get 103, 104 million. Let's say 105. I'm probably not going to get that, but let's say it's close. And I go and I spend 2 million into Veve app. 1 million goes into NFTs. 1 million OMI goes into NFTs. Let's say at the time it's 3 cents. So that's $30,000 on NFTs. Cool, no problem. Then that other million I'm going to use in the Veveverse, like actually buying land, which is, again, let's say 3 cents, $30,000. And I know a lot of people would say, like, okay, well, it's easy for you to say because, you have that money and whatever. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. And again, I made it to partner on YouTube with just a phone. I did not get this tablet until, what was it, like May? I didn't get this tablet until a couple of months ago. I was pretty new at a lot of this stuff. If you want, start a YouTube channel, and it might take a year. It took me a little less than a year, but close to get partnered. I just got to struggle. You just got to struggle for a little while. And you don't want people to struggle, but you really should see where your limits are and what everything is. But anyway, I don't want to get this into a whole giant thing. We'll be here all day, and I might as well have done a live stream at that point. But So 2 million of that will go into NFTs from Veve and into land in the Veveverse. Maybe a little bit more, but again, let's say 105 million. The other 3 million I will sell next year. Probably January 3rd. Let's see exactly what the date is. And the reason why I don't want to this year, the more I sell this year, the more taxes I have to pay next year. So let's say, January 3rd is the first trading day. Although I could probably do it on the 1st and it'd be fine. But let's say January 3rd. I will spend 1 million OMI at that time to move into another place with air conditioning or heat, because that time it'll be winter. Moving to Florida, wherever I go, that's what I'll do. Let's say it is 5 cents at that time. Okay, $50,000. Yep, can get a nice place. 1 million between January and April will be sold for taxes. Maybe even 2 million at that point, because I have to pay a lot of taxes. But that'll be sold just for that, so I don't have to really take anything out. And another 1 million will be for the Cybertruck. Depending on where we are, maybe 5 to 7 cents by that point. And just with that, I have 100 million left. And again, that's if I have 105 million, which I might not. Even if it's only 102, 103 million at that point, I'll still have 95 to 99 million left at that point. So the bulk of what I have is going to stay there for not ever, but it might stay there for a long time. And again, when I get a property, because I have the VA home loan, I don't have to put any money down. But if I just get an apartment, I might have to go and just say okay, here's first and last month's rent, security deposit, all that, and then stuff to live. So the goal is with that, let's say $50,000. Spend let's say 10 grand of it, for furnishing an apartment, getting stuff ready for the apartment, whatever, getting maybe another few grand for a computer. But that extra $30,000, again, I still live relatively frugally, even though at that time, let's say, it's 7 cents, and I have, oh God, that'd be insane. I have over $6 million at that point. But at 7 cents, that $30,000 should last me several months. Why I want to still live frugally is because I don't want to be spending all of this OMI that I have right away, because if I'm selling at 5 to 10 cents all of next year, I'm robbing myself out of hundreds of thousands, potentially millions of dollars, as it goes to 20 cents and 30 cents. Because I promise, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but whatever this gets to next year, by the end of this year, 3 to 5 cents, it will double and triple again. The only thing I might do is, because I have so much OMI, is when the Earth 2 crypto comes out, I might sell a chunk of that and go there, because again, it's not out yet. And maybe I'll be a little overzealous on the Earth 2, on the Veveverse land, and put a lot in there. But again, I'm just letting you guys know what I'm doing. And even though you say, oh, well, Chavez, this last 5 months sold 10 million OMI, that's so much. Yes, it is, but it's also, hey, I am going in and I'm doing that just because I've struggled for long enough. I deserve a decent place to live. And again, I want a car. I don't feel safe driving, especially in the winter, in my 2012 Honda Civic. It does not drive well in the snow, in the rain. I'm not safe. I get in a crash, I'm not safe. Cybertruck, gonna be heckin' safe. Might even fly down to Texas, get that Cybertruck, and then just drive it back to New York or Florida, wherever I'm living at the time. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on everything. Again, that'll be about January, and I'm hoping that price is a bit higher than that 5 to 7 cents at that point. But if it's not, it's not a big deal. I'm not tripping. But again, I still think the bull run will end probably the end of next year. I'm not going to try to get cute and time the market and just sell a whole bunch now. At the end of next year, hoping for it to go down and get back in. Again, I'm just a buy and hold type of guy. So I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. Don't freak out if you see me or Taps or Cavell or Dan or anyone just take a break for a little while. Guarantee just life gets in the way. As I was talking to Dan before, we were just saying hey, I guarantee you get thousands of notifications a day, because I know I do. Whether it's Discord, Twitter, Telegram, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, it gets so much. But again, that's the kind of the price you pay of being a relatively small YouTube star, I guess. But yeah, if people need a break, that's fine. Don't freak out, saying they're not going anywhere. They're still in this. And even if you see us selling, don't just be oh yeah, guess they're cashing out now, selling out. No, it's just the majority of my OMI holdings will stay most likely on the Veve app where I can stake. And I bet you I stake about half of what I have left. Like, if I can stake, unless they change it, there's two different ways where I'm going to stake. I'm going to stake either, a million OMI each week so that I can continue to cycle it, for a year. Or if they say like, hey, this is the firm staking options, these options are never going to change, I'll stake 50 million right off the bat. One, that forces me to keep the OMI there. Two, that that's probably going to have a lot of benefits if you stake 50 million OMI. It's probably going to have a lot of benefits to stake 1 million, 5, 10. But again, as this gets bigger, it's going to be very, very, again, the price of OMI is going to change so much. And I don't think people realize that yet. Because I still see some people that everyone is different. Not everyone goes all in like I am. But just be advised, guys, where I won't say where I grew up. In my experience, some people that, let's say grandparents, a lot of our grandparents for my age grew up in that World War II era type deal. Grandpa was actually a World War II veteran and said, okay, hey, now for the rest of their lives, they're just like playing defense. And they're just saying like, oh, got to save for this, got to save for that. And they don't really take risks. They don't enjoy themselves. They eat everything. And maybe you could make the argument like, okay, well, they're being frugal and they're saving for the long run. Yeah, absolutely. Dan Lee is a lot smarter than I am. Dan Lee is the one that has like 3 degrees, basically a doctor. And his wife's the same thing. They're very, very smart, very, very intelligent. They have similar jobs. And Dan Lee is taking the smart, intelligent, safe route of saying like, hey, even though a lot of his crypto holdings isn't OMI, he still has a 401k. He still has that safety net where, God forbid, the crypto goes and all of crypto and all of entities go where he can still retire at like 62, 65, whatever. He's in very good health. He'll have that for a while and he'll be comfortable. I am not that way. If this goes like all the wayside, which I don't think it will, but if this goes to poop, I don't just have more than 85% of my crypto investments in here. I have more than 85% of my entire net worth in OMI. Because if you do not take risks, you are not going to get that bigger payday at the end. If you can go to Vegas and you cannot put any chips on the table, you cannot gamble, and you won't lose money. You won't. Your money is safe with you. But you won't gain any money either. You won't win unless your chips are out on the table. And right now, we're sitting on Ace King suited, and there is a royal flush out there. As long as we don't fold, we should win this hand. I'm very, very excited for this. So as long as we don't fold, and again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, as long as we continue to hodl, we should make very, very big paydays. Again, my $350,000 that I put into this is, that's how committed I am. So everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Bye. Meow, 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 meow. Wow.